Good evening. If you can't see the handwriting on the wall, then I don't know what to say. You just can't see. But I want to talk about. Let's go to Daniel, the 12th chapter, in the 4th verse. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." We are definitely living in a time where knowledge has increased. And this is what I want to talk to you about. We who are so-called black people, or so-called what they call African American, we are the children of the book. It's hidden, it's right there in plain sight. And I'm going to tell you a little story. In 1992, I gave my life over to what I would say the Lord at that time. And I began to go to church. And my pastor, I was in New Jersey, my very first pastor, we were sitting in Bible study and we was in the Old Testament, going over Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and we got down to the curses. First he started off with the blessings, and then it got down to the curses. Now, me being a young believer, I immediately saw the connection. So I raised my hand. I said, "Bishop, is this talking about our people, black people?" Because truly the connection was right there. And he told me, no, this was talking about God's chosen people, the Jews. And so then I was like, well, that's weird. I was like, it seemed like the Jews and blacks, met the same fate. So I was trying to figure out why they didn't get along. We should have been close if that was the case. Okay, so I'm just saying all that to say this, that I feel as though, what Daniel was saying in the end times, how knowledge shall increase. The Most High opened my eyes to the truth. Probably I really came into the knowledge probably in 2022. And I went back and started revisiting them scriptures again. And now you got to think, when my pastor at the time told me that, I just took his word for it. I never looked no further into it. I just let it go. I mean, even before that time, KRS-One tried to tell us. When he said Shem was a black man from Africa, letting us know the Messiah definitely was what they would call black. Now, I'm not saying it really has so much to do with the color of one's skin. But truth be told, the color of his skin, he was a melanated man. And it just goes to show how the church are gatekeepers. They gatekeep to make sure. So I wanted to look up, and see what Google said about gatekeeping. Gatekeeping means controlling or limiting access to resources, power, or opportunities, often by setting arbitrary rules for who belongs in a group or fandom, by withholding information, or by creating barriers to entry. And it appears in online communities like claiming who's a real fan, and traditional contexts like the news editors deciding what's published. So yeah, that's basically it, because clearly I could see it's just as plain as day. It's talking about us. But because I reverenced, my pastor so much, I just took his word for it. I never questioned it no more. After that, I just assumed, God's chosen people were the quote-unquote ish people of today. And I never questioned it anymore. But if you read down in Deuteronomy 46, it says, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." Yahusha lets us know that we shall know them by their fruits. And truly the signs has only followed one people. That's our people. Those descendants from the transatlantic slave trade, those who had been scattered throughout the four corners of the world, just as the scripture says. So, none of us have no excuse, because you don't take my word for it. We got knowledge has increased, and you got access right at your fingertips. If you're watching this video, that means you got access to the internet. You got access to do your own research. They know who we are. Cat Williams, he tried to tell us too. These comedians, a lot of truth they be telling a lot of truth within them, speaking a lot of truth. If we pay close attention, we might think they crazy, but a lot of it is truth being spoken.
Thanks so much for watching. And may the Most High Yah bless you until we meet again. Be blessed.